Hey guys, the car that you're seeing behind me here is the Mercedes-Benz GLA35 AMG. Now, at slightly over 363,000 ringgit, it's not exactly cheap, but it's still quite a lot of fun. So this is the car you buy when you want the practicality of a GLA, but you can't exactly afford the Mercedes-Benz A45 AMG, of course, because that thing costs over 480,000 ringgit, which means you'll have to fork out over 100,000 ringgit more. But with 307 PS and 400 Newton meters of torque, this GLA35 is still quite a proper fun sports car. So in this video I want to tell you all about it, but as usual, before we move any further, a quick word from our sponsor. Hey guys, I'd just like to take you a couple of seconds to tell you about BH Petrol's Infinity RON 97 Euro 4M, because it's not like any other petrol out there, because it features advanced German additives that go into your engine, clean out deposits that have already formed from before, and if you continue using the Infinity RON 97 Euro 4M, you're basically ensuring that your engine continuously runs clean. So not only that, it also comes with an advanced friction modifier that goes in, reduces the friction of your engine, ensuring that you get maximum power and maximum fuel efficiency. Besides that, it also comes with 90% reduced sulfur. 90% guys! So what this does is, it makes sure that your engine runs clean, and it's also great for the environment. So the next time you pour BH Petrol's Infinity RON 97 Euro 4M, know that you're making the right choice. Alright, now let's take it piece by piece. Let's start with the design. I have to admit that the design of the latest generation GLA, well, for me, of course it looks more mature, it's a lot more grown up, but it still doesn't have the garangness or the aggression of a sports car. But this isn't exactly the sports car in the simplest terms. This is actually a practical family car, albeit a smaller family car, with quite a capable engine. Its design is always subjective, and judging by the number of GLAs that you see on the road, it's actually selling quite well. So the GLA35 AMG comes with the Pan America grills, this vertical grills. It comes with 3 projectors headlights, the multi-beam LED in Mercedes lingo. It comes with this silver strip at the front bumper. It comes with 20-inch wheels finished in matte black. It actually looks quite good actually, and behind it you'll see AMG calipers. You also get this Mercedes AMG spoiler, and you get this apron at the side here. You don't get quad exhaust. You get twin exhaust placed at either end. I do not, however, like this very plastic-like finishing. I think it kind of looks cheap. It extends all the way to the front, to below the front bumper, and then you just get a hideous amount of it at the bottom here. And then this is the rear diffuser. It doesn't actually sound very good either. But other than that, this grey color actually kind of looks good. Let's just take a quick walk around it. You do, however, get these power domes. You should actually, since this is an AMG. Let me know what you think about the design. It's been turning a lot of heads actually, and I guess that's a good thing. Now let's take a look at the design of the dashboard. Now it's typical GLA in here. Let's mute the music. It's typical GLA in here. There's nothing different actually. You get the same steering wheel. I actually love the interior. You get some carbon fiber finishing. Actually kind of looks really good as well. There's no doubt about it. The back passengers get their own twin set of air conditioning vents and a Type-C USB slot at the bottom here. And even the rear passengers get this red seat belt in typical AMG fashion. Now let's go to the front seats. It's too dark to see, but if you see the Mercedes logo at the bottom there, it's actually quite cool. You got carbon fiber finishing here, this blue backlight, this AMG sport seats. Now these are not your full sport seats, this is actually semi-manual with retractable thigh support, finished in suede-like material. Can't remember what Mercedes calls it, but it's, yeah, not real leather. So yeah, check this out. These are actually touchable screens. So you can choose your transmission, the mode of your transmission, whether it's sport or what. That is your traction control, your suspension, your dynamic ride control, your transmission, as I was saying earlier, AMG dynamics and such. And these are your driving mode. This is a drive mode selector, Sport, Sport Plus. And then if you press it, it goes straight to individual. This is snow mode or winter mode. And then you get to individual again, comfort. You get proper aluminium pedals. Now that is nice. I really like that, appreciate that. So same old in typical Mercedes GLA fashion. Touchscreen everything, this is great. Of course you get Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and then this is, you get different displays over here, which is I think quite cool. This is classic, then you move on to sport. It takes on a yellowish hue over here. Let's see, I can show you something else. Super Sport, it just takes on a more aggressive design. Let's show you more. And yeah, so then there's one more called Understated. So this is where, when you don't want to be disturbed, it's just one of those days. You just get your speed, the time, the transmission, your mode, your fuel gauge, and that's about it. There's not much actually. And yeah, not my favorite mode, but yes. And then, of course, you also get the usual, you get many different many colors. This are your lighting, ambient lighting, the color. Let's see. I can just choose it multicolor and it will just ocean purple, purple sky. These are all the different type of colors that you can have it in. Let's go for jungle green. It's in jungle green right now. Kind of cool. Anyway, you also get heads-up display. I'm not quite sure if you can see that. The heads-up display is right there. And yeah, another thing is you get like motion sensor over here. Perhaps it's not dark enough, but if I just swipe my hand like that, the light's supposed to come on. Yeah, perhaps it's not dark enough. And yeah, just another touchpad. You do get Type-C connectivity over there, more storage. So you get the practicality, you get the idea, and it's basically just a very nice car to be in. There's no doubt about it. There's nothing that's clattering, there's nothing that is buzzing. It actually feels well built in this car. I actually really like that, and it's generally a very nice car to drive. 307 PS and 400 Newton meters of torque is actually quite a bit on Malaysian roads. It's connected to the 8-speed gearbox, so yeah, it's actually quite a fun car. The regular 835 actually, if I'm not mistaken, comes with a 7-speed gearbox, and that accelerates from 0 to 100 in 0.2 seconds quicker. This does it, I think, in 5.3, 5.4 seconds. Still plenty quick actually. Yeah, talking about that, let's take it for a drive. You know what cars like the Mercedes-Benz GLA35 AMG allows guys like me to do? Well, it allows us to never grow up. Here I am on the North-South Highway with my kid passed out in his seat, and we are on a 200-kilometer road trip. The car is filled with our stuff, our weekend getaway, and it's actually a really nice car to go on a road trip with. And this just sort of made me realize that the GLA35 is actually well suited to people like me who appreciate sports cars but have the responsibility to your family. So you need that one car that has that space and practicality to go about your life as a family man. And yet, at the same time, I have 307 PS and 400 Newton meters of torque under my right foot. So, in terms of fun, it's actually quite fun. When the road allows it to, I can attack some corners. Of course, because of its taller ride height, it does, the body roll is actually quite, you feel it a lot, and this kind of makes the car feel nervous in long sweeping corners or tight corners. But on the highway, right now, it's actually perfect. Depending on the type of surface that you are driving on, there's actually not much tire noise that intrudes back into the cabin. But this also depends on the mode that you're driving in. And right now I'm in comfort, so the suspension soaks up everything. I'm simply rolling over all the imperfections on the road, and it's just nice. But when I'm in sport mode or sport plus, that is where it hops and skips and bounces and trashes over everything on the road. And that's just, the family's gonna hate you for it, but that's what comfort mode is for actually. And I've been reading a lot of complaints online that the suspension for the 35 AMG is a little on the stiffer end. But guys, can you imagine an AMG with a softer suspension? There's going to be complaints anyway. So let's be practical about it. The 35 AMG does its job really well. There's no doubt about it. The interior is amazing. It's not that much more expensive than the GLA35 AMG. And that six-cylinder twin-turbo engine that is powering that 340, it's an amazing engine. I'm going to add a link to my review of the 340 somewhere at the top of the screen over here. So do check out my review of the M340i. Because if you're in the market for a 35 AMG, then you should really check out the M340i. Thank you for watching.